My dearest space friends, I am so glad you have chosen to join me here for the final match of Day 3 of the Alliance Tournament, number 10, also known as Losers Day, for all of these teams lost their first match last week. My name is Zastro, and I am here with Space Admiral Lazarus Telraven to bring you incisive commentary on all the action. To bring our day to a close here, we have Black Legion Dot facing off against Perihelion Alliance. Black Legion Dot scored 20 points before they lost their match last week, and Perihelion scored 16. So both of these teams aren't in quite as dire straits to advance as the earlier matches here on Losers Day. So, Laz, what kind of setups did these teams bring?
We got another PL mirror here with three Cyclones, Sleipnir, and two Griffins from Perihelion, and then you have Black Legion, which brought a almost same setup as they brought last time, but looks like their Feroxes are a little bit change in the fitting there. Last week they went up against a kiting team and weren't able to get close enough to use their blasters effectively. This week they aren't going to have that problem with these close range Sleipnir Cyclones.
Yeah, both teams are a bit away from each other. Perihelion warped directly into the middle of the arena at 0, whereas Black Legion is a bit further away, about 30 km off the center. So Feroxes, why Feroxes?
Shield tank, they're able to pack the ASBs, and the Ferox with the blasters actually does decent damage. Like you just see both, or just see two ships go down for Perihelion.
Yeah, boom, boom. There go a couple of those frigates right off the bat. Do you think it's a good idea to clean up those frigates immediately?
Well, they got to get those jams off the field, free up their DPS, free up the logistics. That way they can get those reps spread across, as you see the jams being spread across the Ferox and the Scimitar. They're going to try to get this logistics down, which isn't going to make too big of a difference with the ASBs, but...
Yeah, those Sleipnirs and Cyclone jumped right on the Scimitar, doing a lot of damage right off the bat while he tanks with the ASB. But as they approached him, the Scimitar went burning the other direction, and they whipped right past him before they could turn around. He put some range on him.
Yeah, there is a swarm of drones following that Scimitar.
Yeah, that's a lot of drones. Mostly Warrior 2's damage drones, and some webbing drones in there, too. Haven't seen too many webbing drones so far this tournament.
Yeah, I think we've seen them once before. I think they were just added with the ASBs, so I think people are still a little iffy on how effective they're going to be, and the ECM drones really are popular, as you see ECM drones being fielded by Black Legion. And
one of those Jaguars has caught up with one of the Perihelion Griffins down at the bottom of the arena, and he soloed that Griffin, no problem.
As the second Griffin has gone down for Perihelion, you have three Cyclones, Sleipnir left for Perihelion, and three Feroxes, two Jaguars, and Scimitar left for Black Legion.
I think in general it's a good idea to try to pop those frigates if you can at the early stage of the match, because those mid slots add a whole lot of utility to your team, and they can be a really nagging problem for the enemy as the match goes on. If you can knock them out right off the beginning, it gives you a lot more flexibility to maneuver around and not have to worry about E-War on you as much.
Well, what's interesting to see is you have this Scimitar just being a hero and kiting away all their DPS while these Feroxes go around cleaning up ship by ship. You have all the damage drones following around the Scimitar, and then you see a Jaguar just got a scram on the Cyclone. So you're gonna see these Feroxes catch up and just start pounding on it with those blasters.
Right now, all three of the Feroxes were right on top of that Sleipnir, and in no time at all they were able to drop him down. It's a lot of damage coming off those Feroxes.
Yeah, and I have a pinky in the air when I say this, but
I never really thought of
superb piloting from the Black Legion side.
Historically, I've never really considered Feroxes to be like massive DPS boats, but they're sure doing a good job here today.
Yeah, well, Ferox, my very first battlecruiser that I flew, and I quickly got out of it. but I think it's a really cool ship, and it's nice to see that the people are fielding them.
Yeah, with the recent changes that they've made to hybrid turrets, making them a little easier to fit, a little better, it certainly helps some of these setups like the Ferox that rely on those hybrid turrets.
Yep. So the Sleipnir is down. There's three Cyclones left on the field for Perihelion Alliance. Black Legion doing a great job keeping that Scimitar kiting DPS while they took out the frigates. The Jaguars going out getting tackle on single ships. Just a great job overall from the Black Legion team.
And now those three Feroxes have caught up with Ice Gorilla and in his Cyclone, and they're just making short work of him.
Yeah,
as I say that, he used revenue shield.
Too bad. It's the
Are you there?
ASB
Your
still.
audio's coming through a little messed up on my end, so I don't know if that's just me or if that's a stream.
Okay, the ASB is really taking effect, but these blasters, it looks like they believe they're fielding ion blasters on these Feroxes. So it's not the highest DPS they could have brought, but I'm sure they're cramming on ganglinks and other modules.
So far, none of the Black Legion teams ships are in trouble at all, and they're probably going to go on to win this match 50-0, putting them in a very strong position to advance to the group stages. Whereas Perihelion at this point, there's no hope of them going anywhere. Sorry, Perihelion. A for
Yeah,
effort.
Black Legion did come into this fight with, I believe, 20 points, so that's going to give them a nice boost. I wouldn't say guarantee them a slot.
Here, if they clear the field here, which they definitely will, because they're faster, and those Cyclones on Perihelion have no chance of really kiting them to stay away. When they clean up the field here, not only will they have those 20 points from last week, but they'll get 62.5 from this week, and they'll definitely make the group stages.
As you see, SAR Gunners, a Cyclone taking lots of damage. ASB reps it, but it's instantly put back into the same amount of damage. Just can't keep up with these blasters.
Yeah, so the Ferox team victorious. Did you expect the Ferox team to do this well when you first saw it hit the grid?
I think they did. Black Legion has some really good pilots. With the logistics ship, they were able to keep the reps up. The Ferox has a pretty strong tank with if they're dual fitting the ASBs, but you really didn't see much damage come onto any of the ships besides the logistics ship from Black Legion. They spent all their time chasing that Scimitar, who just kited them around in a circle until their Feroxes are ready to take on the Sleipnir and Cyclones. So I mean, I think it really came down
Black
to
Legion,
the
of course, Black Legion are tournament veterans. They did make it all the way to the Elite 8 last year before they got knocked out by Outbreak, which was one of the two, I guess you could say one winner last year, depending on how you consider those A and B teams to be one or two teams.
And you see the last Cyclone entering half armor.
And that'll be it. As he gets into structure, that will wrap up Day 3 of Alliance Tournament 10. Black Legion having a very commanding win here over Perihelion. They will definitely advance to the group stage with the amount of points they got. And that does it for me and Laz and the rest of the team here. We hope you will join us tomorrow for the Winner's Day. Everyone who plays tomorrow will have won the first match that they played last week. So thank you for joining us, and see you all tomorrow.
Yep, see you guys tomorrow.